Good morning, everyone. My name is Jody. My husband, David John, and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho. And these are our adventures. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Today we're going to be doing a few lighting upgrades. I'm going to switch out a light in the office. And no, we're not licensed electricians. Just a disclaimer there. But changing out a light in the office, a light in the kitchen, and installing lighting up in the shed slash work shed. So on with today's project. So this is the light that we're going to install right up here. It is a 7.5 inch round white flat panel. It is selectable. It's got the daylight, the bright white, and the soft white. And its lumen rating is 800 lumens, and right now that's only putting out 200 lumens, so should be nice and bright over the sewing machine. David John's taking off the mounting bracket because it comes designed ready to go into a can, and since we're using a J-box.
Minus that screw.
Found it.
Okay, while I'm doing this, we're going to take that one off, so I'm going to go turn the power off.
Very important step, make sure your power is off.
Okay, now this is, what I just did is I just took the can springs off of that. And this is a set screw. Well, this will mount to the other little dude, and let's see, it says this side face down. So I'm assuming that down means down to the floor. There's that for us. Okay, I'm gonna go turn the power off. I'll be back.
Okay, so I switched to the GoPro on the headlamp, so you guys may be able to see what we're doing.
Which one? This is mine. This one.
Whoa.
You're diffusing. You're gonna turn the camera that way?
I have it on the GoPro.
Yeah, on the GoPro.
And even though these are LED, they do get warm.
That is a drawback to some of that stuff.
And right here, just taking off the part that held the shade. Undoing the screws to hold this part up. Is there even a screw in this side?
Maybe
Oh,
not.
there it is.
More light. Hi, dude. Yep, we're having a party.
Okay. And we looked out, it's painted underneath it.
Okay. So, pull all these dudes down. Like so. I got them wrapped pretty good. They don't want to come off there.
Want me to get the step ladder?
Well, you could probably get it. It's just we might have to fish it out of there.
Right here, we're just trying to disconnect the two ground wires. The one from the fixture and the one from the ceiling bracket. Got it!
Okay, I'll take that over here while you're preparing to remount your bracket. So we may have to pull those screws out, or dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
because that's going to go to those two screws there. Exactly. So that hopefully isn't too pushy.
Okay, I don't need to be up.
Not quite that tall, just an extra 6 inches.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to leave that with the ground on it? See if...
No, you could take that ground off and probably just reuse it into that, if it'll come out of there. That's the question of the day. Now that you've got it all loose, don't worry about it. Let's do.
Got it.
Got it? All right. Look at that.
Whoa. Oh, I lost a screw.
It's okay. Okay, now you're going to take that dude right there.
And of course the screw I lost is one that I need for this dude.
And I'll go down here like this and see.
It probably bounced onto the carpet.
There you go. It didn't sound like it went anywhere too crazy. Aha.
Reattaching the new holding bracket to the round box.
Nope, you missed it. It's over
There.
Yep. All right, so the reason why we have two black, two white, two ground is because this light is actually parallel to that light. So it's coming off of here and going that direction. So let's take this dude here and see if you can hit it.
That one?
Yeah, probably. Wherever that green screw went to.
And they typically use a green screw for attaching a ground wire, just so that way
too big.
everyone knows what that screw and that wire is for.
This little tiny screw that they have in here?
Probably.
A little bitty one that you're going to drop 2 or 3 times. Alright, where are you here? It is. Hiding behind this wire nut. It is a tiny little booger.
Ooh, I don't know if this will work for that big copper wire.
There you go. Let's run that in there.
And the next question is, how many times do I drop this little tiny screw?
It bounced back up onto the desk.
Wow. Here.
It's right there.
Hopefully that's the same.
Holy cow.
Where'd you go? This reminds me of the time when I was doing the fan in the living room. Couldn't keep them screws in there for nothing.
Got it.
Sweet. Now. Okay, so you're going to bring this into here, and then you're just going to tie that together off of the grounds that are existing, and then we'll tuck that all back up in there. There's that. So righty-tighty.
Is that good?
Tug your green wire a little bit. Because your strand to
Solid.
solid, sometimes it's a little harder to get it in there. So twist these two together like so. Now give it a shot and see if as you go in and see if it'll bite it in there.
Yep.
Okay, so now as gently as you can, you're just going to bend and then tuck them all the way up in there because they're all going to have to go. So get it to one way or the other. Nice and tight. Okay, and that'll give you your room. Okay, so the next step is going to be actual fixture.
Oh, you can unplug this so I don't have to hold the fixture.
Well, now you're just getting crazy.
KISS principle. Keep it simple.
Okay, so again, I've got the black and I have the wire nut over the top of it. I usually just try not to touch it in case it is something going on with it. It shouldn't be because we're off, but just kind of go in. There you go. Twist that dude. Okay, again, righty-tighty.
Really?
Oh, have a yellow one.
Have a yellow one.
Where do you go? Underneath.
And I'm just twisting it till it's nice and tight. And that is on there. Thank you.
That one you can use your fingers on. That's the neutral. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to delicately squish them up in there so they're kind of out of the way. Delicately squish out of the way. Looks great. Okay, now just going to plug that dude in there to the and make them user friendly here. Okay, again, now you're going to have to just kind of stuff as you go. And then hopefully we got enough spring that it's just going to pop in there.
There, we got it.
Okay. Shall we see if it works?
Yes.
We'll turn the power on real quick. Okay.
I'll knock on it if it works. So it works. So the next thing we're going to be doing is, where did I put it? Installing a dimmer right over there. Take the cover plate off. And for installing a dimmer, you still want to make sure your power is off. Take the old on off.
There's enough box in there to make this fit. One we'll see here.
And right here, I'm gently pulling the old paddle switch out and getting the wires and the wire nuts exposed so I can easily work on it.
The side there, and these are going to mount differently.
And typically the top is going to be your black, which is your hot coming in.
Pair of pliers to force it while you're at it.
And David John had done
Really good.
such a good job of installing
Have it any other way.
this guy. It didn't want to come loose.
Round.
And once again, green
Snip it. Okay, and then go back to
is ground.
just unspin your ground. Leave that on there.
Oh.
Unspin your ground. That's just got a chunky that you're gonna have to see if you can get it off of there. Okay. I don't know what camera. So there's a second red on this because you could do it as a
Three-way.
three-way. We're not going to use that, so we just tuck that back in. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll connect our ground into that guy there. So it had a red wire nut. We're just going to wire nut that back in there.
Should I strip this before we get this in the way?
You can. It's just it should be plenty of.
Well, because I
Go ahead.
cut it.
Yeah, you got it. So that's a 12-2.
And here I'm just stripping the one black wire so I have enough to get it connected, since I did have to cut that one.
And I'm just getting the protective coating off so I have an end to wrap around. Red wire nut.
You can spin it in there so it'll hold it better. Spin the whole wire around that if you want. The whole green wire. There you go. Kind of go back and spin it around. Hold it better. There you go. Much better.
Okay.
Okay, just to sort which one they're saying. Goes to the top. Let's go to the black one to the top. So black to there.
And I'm just straightening out the one wire so I can get it all connected nicely.
Okay, that's tight.
Okay,
Okay, that's tight.
and then we'll do the same thing on the red one. Got it. Other way. Down to the right.
You want to spin your wires when you're connecting them to the right so that way when you're putting the wire nut on, it grips the wires and holds them nice and tight together.
Okay, now what we're going to do is just gently going to kind of try to just squeeze them back in there so they don't touch anything, even if they were to come apart. And because this is pretty deep, we've got to have ourselves enough space to tuck it in there, so it'll be a nice tight avenue there. Okay, that should probably get it done. Okay.
Yep. Oh, wrong one.
Phillips head?
Yeah. Thank you.
Probably you would have worked well.
And you can use slotted or Phillips head screwdrivers on these screws. I just prefer the Phillips. It's a little easier to handle.
That's good.
That got started. There. Oh, tiny screws again. Don't do that. Don't over tighten the screws or you'll
Break the box.
crack the cover.
And I did crack the cover.
There we go.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Okay, let's go turn the power back on and see if it's working.
Okay, waiting for power to come on, and then we'll see if I got it wired right. Okay, power's on. That's what it can dim down to. And that is full bright. That's kind of cool. And it works.
And the light's on. Okay. And that one is a lot less, whatever. Off, on. Look at that. Okay.
Very cool.
There's the first step of the day. Clean up all our messes here.
So yes, I did say that we had 3 lighting projects. I decided to make this one more of a step-by-step kind of educational on how to install a new light and a dimmer. Hope you found it entertaining, educational. Hope it helps you get over some of your fear. I have never installed either a light or a dimmer in my entire life, so that was kind of a fun new skill to learn. We did move on with the other 2 projects, and they will be on the next video, because this one was getting kind of long and I just didn't want to rush through the other lighting projects. Want to show you guys those ones, because the one for the work shed is kind of an interesting way to get some lights up there, so that will be good for those that are looking for alternative ways to get some lighting ran. So that's where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you have a good day and a good week, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.